Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of my vlog. Thanks to those of you who are still tuning in. My week's been kind of busy, or I've been trying to keep myself busy. Not going to give you any spoilers here. I was at Star Wars last Sunday. I really enjoyed it. Been reading some of the reviews that said people thought it was too long and dragged in parts, and some people didn't think the acting was terribly good, but I really enjoyed it, and for me it flew by. And the experience of going to one of the Odeon Deluxe cinema screens with the fully reclining seats and the tray table just made it all that much more special. Yes, to be fair, I probably would have enjoyed it even if it was a crap film, but I don't think it was. Maybe I'm just a massive Star Wars geek, who knows. Monday, I'll talk more about Monday in the second part of this episode actually. Tuesday went for drinks with Christine and met up with Christine again and her husband Chris and daughter Eleanor for dinner on, well, yesterday evening at Chelsea Market, which was lovely, and much love and thanks to you guys for inviting me out. It is a bit difficult for me this time of year being on my own, but it's all that much more tolerable knowing that I've got people around me to look out for me and to support me. So thank you very much. Aside from that, work this week's been pretty busy. Few folk off, plenty of stuff to do, especially on Friday. Head and neck cancer clinic as always. Off work this weekend, but back on work, back at work on Monday, which should be interesting, should be fun. They've made a bûche de Noël to bring in. Everybody who's working on Christmas Day on the ward is doing a Secret Santa, so I've got my Secret Santa gift and we're all making some food to bring in, and I've made a bûche de Noël which I'm going to bring in, and hopefully that will go down well. And I hope the gift is appreciated as well, but we will see what happens come Monday. Transition this week, not noticed any changes, and like I say, my mood's been fairly okay, but yeah, a little bit lonely at times. Maybe not as bad as last week, don't know. But yeah, I don't think I've got terribly much more to say about my week. So I thought I'd give you guys a wee bit of an alternative Christmas message for this week. You know, it's traditional for the monarch to give you a Christmas message. Now, apologies to those of you who are expecting the Sex Pistols to play in the background. This is going to be a-religious, apolitical, seasonal and festive. It's not an attack on Christianity, and also there'd be some minor copyright issues with playing the Sex Pistols in the background. But that aside, the event that I did go to on Monday was organised by an LGBT charity, and it was nominally a winter solstice celebration, although it was a few days before the winter solstice. And it did get me thinking, well, there are lots of LGBT people out there who, either out or not, don't have the relationship with their families that most people do, and for whatever reason will be either alone at Christmas or just with friends at Christmas, or having a non-traditional Christmas festive celebration. And for me, this is my first Christmas alone that I can remember, and that's one of the reasons I wasn't too bothered really about working for it, because it means at least I'll be surrounded by friends and people who I'm happy chatting with and spending time with, rather than being sat here in this flat by myself. So yes, if you consider yourself to be an ally, then, you know, just let any queer friends know that you're thinking of them over this festive period. Other people I'd like to mention here, Now, whatever your thoughts on our government's foreign policy, I think it's terrible that so many people in the armed forces are having to spend this period away from their families and abroad wherever they happen to be stationed. Like I say, not a politically motivated thing that I'm giving you here. Just some thoughts I'm sharing with you this time of year. Got friends who have been in the armed forces previously. I know it's tough to be away from friends and family at this time of year, so bear them in mind. NHS workers, myself included. Yes, I have my own reasons for working on Christmas Day, and I'm going to be well remunerated for it, but other health workers, emergency services, paramedics, fire brigade, nurses, AHP staff don't get paid as well as we do, and they still go into work without complaining. I mean, I complain all the bloody time. So yeah, bear us all in mind while we're out there looking after the unwell over the seasonal period. But more so than us are the people in the service industry, the waiters, going out there getting paid minimum wage and less than minimum wage in some cases. So please tip generously. I would encourage each and every one of you to tip generously this year. 2017 in general for me has been a tumultuous year, I think is the best way to put it. It's had its ups and downs and serious challenges, but I'm still here, I'm still alive. And yes, there are many obstacles ahead for me in 2018, but hopefully with all of your support I will be able to make it through. And my number one goal for 2018 is to see my daughter in the flesh. Not going to make any New Year's resolutions this year. I don't think it's helpful to set targets like that. I'm just going to try and take one day at a time, but yes, I'll be immensely pleased if I can see my daughter at some point. So I think that's all I've got to say for you for this week. I'm not going to make it terribly long. I will put an episode up next week. I'm working on the Saturday night, but I've got the Sunday off, so I'll probably be pretty tired by the time I upload my episode, but I'm sure it'll be grand. So much love to each and every one of you. Take care of yourselves. Bye for now.